Unito.
Welcome to welcome back to episode 194 of iPokes and Headshots, because we counted the IG episode as 193 technically. Damn, you really disappeared here. This shit is acting up. Now you good. You good. Okay. Anyways, you could just start that again. Welcome back to episode 194 of iPokes and Headshots. We had 193 on IG Live. That's why you're gonna see us on YouTube. I was on vacation. I was out of state. We're back. Here to discuss
a harlot.
Being a harlot. I was being a harlot, yeah. Shooting guns. But anyways, it was we had some stuff going on this weekend. We had we started with last week's with AEW. Some shit happened that we'll go over. Then from there we move on to UFC 254 that happened this weekend on Saturday, 2 p.m. That was in Abu Dhabi. Then after that, next day, yesterday, we had WWE Hell in a Cell 2020. And anything else in between? Yeah, Impact had Bound for Glory. That happened as well on Saturday. So there's stuff to talk about. So that's what we're gonna be talking about. It's your boy Mr. Alex, Mr. Cooler. He got the new shirt that'll be available on Teespring. I've been telling y'all about it for quite some time, but we kind of finally got it available. If y'all interested, it'll be up soon.
That hurts. This hurts.
It'll be up soon.
This hurts.
You gotta do more leg workouts, motherfucker. That's what that means. Anyways, you skipping leg day. You focusing on all this instead of like doing squats. Do squats for a couple days. You would have been fine. But honestly,
it's been quarantine season for since March.
All year. So yeah.
And I've been working for like a month, and I'm just actually getting
used to. Yeah, exactly. Me, I've been since June out in the field, like in life and doing whatever. So
my pouch was bigger. It went away a little bit.
That's good. I still got my pouch though. That's fine.
And then
you know what? At this point, it's cuffing season since March. We've been stuck. But it is what it is.
It's a long ass cuffing season.
But yeah, so we can start with AEW. You can tell me what happened real quick. Any quick notes? Because I don't want to linger too long on it, because I don't know how much battery there is on my camera right now. So
you need an extra battery, bitch. So I'm just going to be going all over the place, not really in any complete order. But we had the number one contenders. Actually, no, I'll go in order. We had Hangman. We had starting off the night. We had the World Championship Elimination Tournament match: Jungle Boy versus Wardlow. That was really good. It was really good, but it was also a squash match, which not really a squash match because Jungle Boy didn't look like a chump, but you know he was going to lose to Wardlow. Like, come on.
Yeah, of course.
After that, we also had Hangman versus Colt Cabana. Good match. But Colt Cabana is not going to win. There's something looming between him and the Dark Order. He's not going to be there for but so long, because they're not really treating him with respect. And John Silver he's hilarious, but it's just not going to work that long. He's over. But as far as like,
yeah, he's kind of annoying a little bit. But I get it. I mean, he's fun, but like if you're gonna be in the Dark Order, it needs to be a little bit more, you know.
You have to watch BTE, honestly. It's really silly at this point. It's serious when Brody is around. Brody hasn't been around since he lost the title. And on BTE is like just really, really silly at most of the time. So I think when Brody comes back, it's going to get a lot more serious.
Okay.
It should get more serious. He's been away for a while. Dark Order has been on Dynamite and on Dark, killing it. And they've been on they've been on BTE, pretty much taking over everything. Like, their segments are the funniest on BTE. And sometimes they pop up 2 or 3 times. Oh. And that's it for that. Also, we had Joey. We were supposed to have Joey Janela versus not Hangman, Kenny Omega. That didn't happen. Joey Janela pulled out for some reason. No.
Hey, no. Okay. Yeah.
But no, he didn't. He didn't pull out because of COVID, but that's what everybody was saying on Twitter. Of course, everything is COVID at this point. If you're not there, if you don't show up,
stub your toe, COVID.
Yeah. So it wasn't that. He did some indie matches, and everybody was coming at him for that as well. But people were like, oh, you shouldn't do the indie shows anymore. He has his own indie show, and it's also it's like recruitment. It's like recruitment for who's still watching the indies that's not watching your show. It's recruitment. It's like, and it's also like, I need to check out other talent too.
Yep.
So it's a big part of relationship building. I wouldn't say kill it. I would say figure out a way how to
scale it back a bit.
Yeah, especially right now with COVID and things. Exactly. Everything is getting scary. A lot of people are actually like doing like, instead of booking like 4 shows in a month, or at least 4 shows back to back, they're making sure that they have at least 2 weeks in between bookings.
Yeah, because, just in case. Yeah, like if you go do testing right afterwards and get your results, then within 2 or 3 days, and you're cleared, then cool. Like do that. But if it comes back positive, guess what? You need those 2 weeks. You can't just go and fucking wrestle again. So
exactly. So like I said, Joey Janela pulled out, and instead we had Sonny Kiss go against Kenny Omega, and that was about a minute or maybe 50-second match.
He squashed him?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah, Sonny Kiss got squashed. We also had a number 1 contender 4-way tag match. Private Party versus Young Bucks. Yeah. Private Party versus Young Bucks.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Butcher and the Blade and Alex Reynolds and John Silver.
Woo!
What? Who do you think? The Young Bucks.
The Bucks? Okay.
Yeah, they're going against FTR at the next
Revolution or whatever it's called. Not Revolution.
Full Gear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In November, right?
Yeah, actually in 2 weeks. The 7th. Okay. Yeah. So that's going to be very exciting. They have the T-shirts with their images, with the tweets saying, "Oh, we're going to fight these guys," and then everybody will rejoice. So they got shirts for it, and the shirts, it has that vintage look, of course. So
that's cool.
It's gonna sell out. That was the main event, but I'm gonna double back to one of my favorite matches of the night. Penta versus Rey Fenix.
Oh, they went against each other? For like the tournament?
The tournament, yeah.
Oh, I have to watch that. I'll watch, because that's... Both of them go 100%. So,
this is how
Lucha Bros, Mexican, Cero Miedo, all that shit. So
this is how hard they went, right? So
they killed each other. They're both
damn near. They near killed each other. There was moments where you can tell like something was wrong with Rey Fenix. There was a point where Penta like drop kicked he like, how Rey Fenix does like the walk on the ropes or whatever.
Yeah.
Big brother kicks the rope. Worst brother. What a dick. And he falls. Like he falls, but his head hits the ropes. Yeah, so I'm thinking it's like, yes, it's about 2 or 3 moments in the match where he can possibly maybe have had a concussion, and come to find out he actually did have a concussion after the match.
Surprised.
And he had to forfeit he won the match. Rey Fenix won the match, but he had to forfeit his spot to Penta. So Penta is going up against, you guessed it, Kenny this week. Yeah, they're not playing. They're not playing at all with
my body hurts just thinking about it. Like,
yeah.
Anyways.
I'm excited.
No, it's an exciting time, but they're gonna kill each other, because if you remember All Out, if you watched All Out, like,
was it all? It was All In.
Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean. If you watched All In, then
yeah. Oh my God, the stiff package power driver
on the fucking. They were there, and they were getting
the hardest part of the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a murder. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what's going to happen. I'm just looking forward to it. So let's talk about the dinner.
You got a minute because we're running out of time.
That's the last thing. That's the last thing we have for AEW. Honestly, that's the last thing. I'll mention something else, but that's the last thing we have for. Let's talk about it. I like it.
Let's go.
I don't care for the Frank Sinatra song per se, but I like the dinner and the dance number. I like how gimmicky and how silly it was. Like, just because AEW is where the matches matter and wins and losses matter, doesn't mean that they can't have fun.
Silly shit. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And there's a level of their silliness. Everybody, of course, they're saying anytime AEW does something that's off the rails of what they do, people on Twitter are saying, "Oh, you would have a fit if it was WWE." No, WWE doesn't know how to let things go. They will take it and they will run it with it.
Run with it for like 8 years, and then
and it's now your gimmick. It's WWE treats everything like it's a horse.
This would be like a one-off thing, and they could like pull on it like in the future, but it won't become a regular type
It's thing. Not going to be their thing. They're in the middle of a push and pull feud where you don't know if it's a feud. You don't know if if MJF actually wants to join and will be able to join the Inner Circle.
Storylines.
Yes, exactly. Which they're doing in WWE sporadically and very rarely, but they're doing a little bit of that. Little long term with Ali. So yeah, that's AEW Dynamite. One last thing I do want to say that Tay Conti had a match with Abaddon, Undead, the undead woman. I forgot the whole gimmick, but yeah, she's undead. She's some kind of zombie, and Abaddon she got injured. It was a taping. It was supposed to be this Wednesday, but they took that off because she got injured. She took an elbow to the throat. So yeah,
got it.
Happily, she's okay. She's gonna be on AEW Heels promotion, and however that goes, we don't deal with that, but we know that's gonna happen. That's it for AEW. Other than that, I liked it. I had very, very high enjoyment levels of Wednesday. I didn't see NXT.
If you had fun watching it, that's cool.
You want to talk about your NXT experience for this week? Well, the experience that we might not experience. Halloween.
No, not really. We can get to that after that. We can get to that at the end because I want to go chronologically. So after that, we can go move on to UFC 254 on Saturday. Kind of threw everybody off, even threw off The Rock. That it was at 2 p.m. He even tweeted about it, like, "Yo, like, this shit threw me off that because it's in Abu Dhabi on Fight Island, whatever, blah blah blah." So, a great card overall, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
From what I caught, like, you can't watch and drive, at the same time, so it's kind of like, but I got home in time to watch like the last, I want to say, 3 matches. The last 3 matches.
Oh,
yeah. So we're just gonna run through the card real quick. So at lightweight we had Magomed Ankalaev, I guess. Magomed Ankalaev, whatever. I'm not gonna be able to do that fast. Versus Ian. His name's Ian. That's dope. Ian Kutelaba. Yeah, he lost. Magomed
Who's
won.
he?
Magomed won in the first round by TKO. After that, we had the women's flyweight. Laura Murphy defeating Lilia Shakirova by submission in round 2 at 3:31. Round 2. Middleweight, we had Phil Hawes defeating Jacob Malkoun. And so that's where I started watching when I got home.
Fast.
And I looked away for a couple seconds, and then I looked back, and it was done. I was like,
yep.
I was like, sir. Can we run the whole thing back? And then they just replayed the whole fight. Because
it's only 18
so
seconds.
I was just like,
he jumped on him like with
immediately.
He wasn't playing. He was not playing.
He whooped his ass, and he looks good. So it was a great TKO in 18 seconds. So congrats to you, bro. After that, we had Alexander Volkov defeating Walt Harris. Walt Harris. Every time Walt Harris just gets that close,
something stops him, and
it's not his fault. Obviously.
Did he break a rib?
No. So this was the beautiful thing of it. Like once I got home and I started watching I got home around right at the beginning of the first round, turned that shit on, and I'm watching the fight. And once you get to the TKO, he perfectly landed a teep kick with the ball of his foot, and the snapping action got him right in the solar plexus. You can see it's right below the diaphragm, and you saw him go, and like immediately like curled over. Once you get hit there, if you've ever been punched in the solar plexus,
so I got a story.
Without like fair warning, your whole body just shuts down. And his body just shut down, bent over, and he started getting punched. He couldn't defend himself. That was it. Done. Off of something that doesn't seem, off of a teep kick that happens usually all the time, but it was just a well-placed, well-timed teep kick with the snapping motion catching him right on it. And it was beautiful. At first, it looked like he hit him low. But once you really looked at it again, you were just like, oh, yeah, you weren't.
For me, like, I was paying attention. I'm like, oh, shit. It just looked like you see it. It didn't look like he hit him low. It looked like he just hit him and it looked like he had broke a rib even where he was laying down because he's just grabbing then like it looks like it's protruding a little bit, but just muscle, whatever.
It was the perfect fucking.
I had a moment like that in junior high school. Like they used to have, used to play baseball. Used to play baseball in the park, in the schoolyard. Oh my fucking God! Why did I have to be the one to get hit with the ball? Right there, like dude hit it with the baseball. He didn't throw it. Like he hit the baseball. I mean, he hit it with the bat, and and I was just sitting there like I couldn't breathe or nothing. Worst fucking feeling.
It's one of the worst pains because the same thing happened to me in junior high school. We were playing tackle football like out of school, and shoulder went. I know. Shoulder went right into the fucking solar plexus, and I was like, just doubled over. My whole body shut down. Like I couldn't breathe. It was fucking nuts. So I understand the sentiment. Like your body. Are you okay? Down. Yeah, it's like it's gonna hurt, but like you're not gonna be able to breathe for a couple of seconds, for like at least almost a minute, because it takes a while for you to recover from that. So it was a smart win by Alexander Volkov. So sucks Walt Harris, you get close, and then you take you take 3 steps forward, and then you have 4 steps back. Unfortunately, hopefully not 4 steps, because Walt Harris looked good. Like he lost 30 pounds. He looked fit. Look good. So it's not like it just so happens that he just got caught perfectly, and it happens. That happens in the fight. After that, we had at the co-main event, we had middleweight Robert Whittaker defeating Jared Cannonier. I could have sworn Jared Cannonier would have had this because he's a fucking beast, but Robert Whittaker fought the perfect fight. Honestly speaking, he beat him to the punch. He looked busier. He looked. He just had his number the whole time, to be honest with you. And Jared Cannonier was getting those hits in, but every time you would just see like the low stance with the jab, and then coming up out of nowhere, catching him in the eye. It was a Roy Jones, like fucking Hitman style. That's how he was boxing him. Like, wow, nope, that's it.
And this also lets you know where it's like, okay, a lot of things matter. Like submission attempts matter, takedowns matter, like
ring control, octagon control, like all that shit.
Yeah.
And like Jared, he did win 1 round, but overall, like Robert Whittaker, he won the fight easily on the round 3 decision win. So congratulations to him. That pretty much puts him next in line maybe for Israel. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah. And then after that, at main event, we had Khabib what's the fuck his name?
Yeah, whatever. Khabib versus Justin Gaethje.
Khabib versus Justin Gaethje, yeah. Versus Justin Gaethje. Like Nurmagomedov, there you go. Fucking there you go. Because I've been saying it all week, like Nurmagomedov. You see, I fucked that up and then Nurmagomedov. But yeah, like
it just doesn't work.
So the king, the eagle, stays flying high as a king, defeats him with submission with a beautiful triangle choke with his fucking legs. Amazing. He actually put him to sleep because the ref didn't see him tap out twice. I think Justin Gaethje did a great job in the first round, honestly speaking. attacking his legs, and you could see he was getting at his legs like perfectly. Yeah. Even though he was facing all that tremendous pressure, like Khabib's a fucking animal, so like he's a mauler, but he was facing that pressure pretty fine. The only thing I could say, Justin Gaethje, he was swinging a bit wild, which kind of like left him open. But those you could see when he started getting those leg kicks in, it was working. Even up into the second round, it was working. And then Khabib was like, "Yeah, you know what? Fuck that. I'm not letting you get me down." On my last fight that nobody knew about with my dad, you know, not being here, like it's been a big story the whole time. Yeah. So like first time and last time that's ever gonna happen. So like congratulations to Khabib for an amazing fucking career. What you have done to retire undefeated based off of a promise like you did with your mom. And I get it, like, you know, he's a beast. Like he's always been a beast. And the one thing he's always said, like, he's never been one of the people that, you know, did this whole flashy thing, UFC, like counter type shit. He's a humble person. He just goes in, does his work, gets out. He's not about the flash. He's not about the flair. I mean, he doesn't necessarily need the money, technically speaking, but hey, fuck it, why not? But yeah, like 29-0, retiring undefeated, fucking GOAT, probably one of the best to do it ever, period.
Some people will say that's debatable. Very hard to debate.
People will say GSP. People will say fucking. People will say Anderson Silva. But like,
John Jones will say John Jones.
No, fuck that. In terms of pure dominance, though, nobody. Yeah. I'm sorry, nobody's touching Khabib. The man, like, not even undefeated, just pure dominance. And on top of that, if you add the undefeated
stats,
yeah, it's like you're 29-0. Like,
yeah.
Who the fuck goes undefeated in MMA?
It's unheard of in MMA.
So it's fucking crazy. It was amazing. And like, you know, the whole thing about his dad, you know, dying for being able to compete because of complications due to COVID and all that stuff, like exacerbating medical issues and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like you could see the pure emotion after he won, like let it all out. He's been holding on to that pain for such a long time. And him getting this win, I mean, on top of him getting the win, it's like either way, what was left anyway? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you could have had the fight against El Kukui, Tony Ferguson, but Tony Ferguson got his ass whooped by Justin Gaethje, and they try to make that fight happen 5 times already. There's no point to try to make it happen the 6th time. If it didn't happen those 5 times,
it shouldn't happen
anymore. Exactly, period. So like that, it was on the cards, but like if it didn't happen, it didn't happen. So what else did he have left to prove? On top of that, he only always fought with his father there. He promised his mom, like, yo, after this, I'm done. Like, there's no reason. Like, you know, she didn't want him to fight without his father. He agreed. And you know what? Go out on top. Go out, you know, with a promise to your mom. Your father is fucking proud of you, for sure. And yo, what a career! Like, the dude's pound for pound king easily. And what more can you say? You know what I mean? Like, what else? What can you say about him?
He did what he's done without the flash, without the gimmick, without being an asshole.
Yeah, Khabib just did it humbly. He went in. Yeah. He's like, I'm the shit. I'm the fucking eagle. I came in. I conquered. I'm gone. That's it. Yeah. And obviously he's gone for obvious reasons, but at the same time, like, that's a beautiful reason to be gone for, because you know what I mean. Like keeping a promise to your family.
Yeah, he said his father wanted him to be a fighter, and without his father,
what's the point?
There's nothing else for him to do.
Done.
He did it.
I made my money. Like, he was the biggest Muslim fighting star in the world.
Ever.
And the fact that he was able to do it again in Abu Dhabi, like, no, I mean, besides
Ali,
obviously.
That's the only reason why, like, but yeah.
No, but like, he's up there, honestly speaking. Like, so it's one of those things where, you know, if I had a hat, I would tip it. But I don't. So
the imaginary hat.
Exactly, sir. So once again, congratulations. Thank you for, you know, jumping on the scene in 2012 and us being able to watch you dominate everybody. And it's been a pleasure watching him.
That's a short, great career.
It is.
Last
within
thing,
the UFC, but you know.
Yes. I'm sure you saw what I texted the group chat.
I didn't look at it because I'm tired of John Jones shit, to be honest with you.
Yeah. So, and he did say if anyone else had that status to say they're the best, he did say GSP. It's just that you don't always have to say. You don't always have to speak.
No, and you're not. You retired. You're not that relevant anymore. Just relax.
Like, yeah. And when you were, you can talk about your 15 times versus his 4th-time championship. Mm-hmm. You can talk about that. But
how many of those were under?
How many of those are? If you didn't hide under a.
I get it.
If you didn't hide under a ring, is it real?
Yeah.
If they would have waited for you all day, every day, if they would have came to the show the day of and piss test you the minute before, would it have happened?
Exactly. So that's why I don't take much stock in what John Jones said. You retired. If you retired, you retired, and that's it. I'm sorry.
He didn't retire. He moved up.
He said he did. He said he did. He's done. He said he did a while ago on Twitter.
I like him, but he's full of shit. And it's fine. And sometimes it is just for people to say your name and to talk and things like that. But this is the difference between him and Khabib. There was nothing. Exactly. Khabib talked with his hands and when he walked to the ring.
Exactly. So, yeah, man. That was UFC 254.
The Octagon.
Again, congratulations on an amazing career and being undefeated. Not many people. I don't think anybody's ever done that, to be honest with you. So, yeah. Moving on. We have WWE Hell in a Cell 2020. We're going to run through the fucking matches. So, at the kickoff, we had 24/7 champion R-Truth defeating Drew Gulak. First match of the night of the actual card was Universal Champion Roman Reigns defeating Jey Uso in the I Quit match, which was actually pretty fucking long. I didn't notice.
It was a really good opening match.
It was a good opening match.
And it might be a great, I won't say a great opening match, but
I think it could have been a great closer too. But that's just me. Well, we'll get to it. Let me just run through the card. We'll get back to it. After that, we had Elias defeating Jeff Hardy via disqualification because Jeff Hardy hit him with a fucking with his own guitar.
I went to sleep.
I ended up just catching that end part, and I was like, "Oh, good for you, Jeff Hardy." After that, we had The Miz defeating Otis to become Mr. Money in the Bank. So
thank you, Tucker.
Otis. Thank you, Tucker. Sasha Banks defeating Bayley to become the new SmackDown Women's Champion in a Hell in a Cell match. How long are you going to hold it? Are you going to be able to defend it more than one time? Who knows? Find out next time on the next pay-per-view. I don't know.
No, find out on Saturday. Not Sunday.
On Friday?
Friday.
Should probably do it on Friday.
I hope not.
I hope so.
6 times a charm.
Hey, sure. After that, we had United States Champion Bobby Lashley defeating Slapjack from
Retribution.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I wonder who it is. I was trying to look at the tattoos and everything, but I was just like, is that Heath Slater? I hope it's not Heath Slater.
No. Heath Slater's in the Impact. That's some guy named Shane Thorne that we didn't watch in NXT.
Oh, I know who he is. It's a dude you just walk by in WWE 2K18 career mode all the time. It's fine. And then after that, main event, we had Randy Orton.
I really laugh. I'm not in the video game.
Yeah. Randy Orton defeating Drew McIntyre to become the new WWE champion in a Hell in a Cell match. Truthfully, didn't see that coming, but kind of, maybe, kind of. So it kind of sets up a bunch of different scenarios.
Honestly, anytime Randy's in a match, I think he's going to win when it's for a title.
There's a 50-50 chance he might. There is. Absolutely. So him winning ties Triple H's record of 14.
Yeah.
So congratulations to you, sir. You're the shit. But you're still boring, unfortunately. My boy Die Hard hit me up. He's like, Randy Orton, RKO. And I'm like, yeah, who gives a shit? Like,
that's what he sounds like?
No, he doesn't sound like that, but he just texts me. He's like, RKO. And I'm just like, okay, boring anyway. Like, who gives a shit? Like,
that is hilarious.
I love my boy Die Hard, but I was just like,
how does Elvis sound when he texts you?
Hey, yo, foo-foo. Nah, anyway, so but I'm gonna be on the show, yo. But no, so yeah, going back to the first match, pretty good match. Like I said, it was a good I Quit match. It was much better than I wouldn't even say it was much better. It was just they were both whipping each other's ass. It was really good. It was a much better match. But I love how he like tried to
talk it. Yeah, I'm tired of the refs. I get it. It's an I Quit match.
Like get up. Like you're a ref. That's it. That's what you are, a ref. You're
they have
don't do this, Roman. It's your cousin. Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, they have the ref doing what a fucking manager's supposed to be doing.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut up and play your position.
Yeah.
I don't understand how people love like people will say they hate Red Shoes because he's so over, he does so much, but no.
How do you hate Red Shoes Uno? Fuck you.
I know.
Out of here.
I know.
Hate Red Shoes Uno.
Between him and Audrey.
I like Audrey.
Yeah.
She'll let you fuck around.
Yeah.
And Red Shoes Uno will let you hit somebody with a chair, and then, you get back to the match. That's it.
Yeah, Aubrey is dope. Yeah, Aubrey is dope, but they don't, the talking, I don't like the WWE version of it, and I get it. It's an I Quit match, but you're so scared of having multiple people. I don't know what it is with them not having managers. They want to have the wrestler be a manager who doesn't, who still wants to wrestle, but they don't want to have a real manager who wants to manage. I don't get it. I don't get it. It was really annoying hearing.
It takes away from it. It does with the ref being like, Roman, that's your cut. Like, yo, all you have to ask is if you want to quit. That's it.
Yeah,
that's your job.
What do you say, Roman? What do you say, Jay? That's it. There's nothing else to be.
That's your job. Do you quit? You quit?
You quit? Don't try to tell me what to do and what not to do.
I don't give a fuck if that's my cousin. If I want to fuck my cousin up, guess what? He's within all rights to fuck his cousin up. Because guess what? He told his cousin, yo, you shouldn't be taking this match. Don't take the match. I'm going to fuck you up. And guess what?
I fucked up. And then the other brother comes in, gets fucked up.
Then your brother comes in. Like, your brother could have warned you, like, yo, don't take this match. Guess what? No, Oos. Guess what happens when you fuck around, Oos? You get fucked up. When the big... I'm sorry, this is one of the times I'll be like, yeah, the big dog told you not to fuck with him. And guess what?
Big dog was
fucked up. He was being that serious. He turned into a werewolf this time, legit, and fucked you up. He went arr, and turned into like a bigger chihuahua and just fucked you up. That's it.
That gift overall, you said was ridiculous.
I know. Right now, but no. It was a good match. It was a good match. I like how it ended. Yeah, I like how it ended. Like he picked him out. He cried like, I don't know what's wrong with me. It's like, fuck you, motherfucker, and got him too. And I was like, yes, motherfucker, do it.
I like how they had the Samoan families at the top.
Oh, that was dope too. Yeah,
I like that. I really wish they would have had Rikishi do it too, because Rikishi, well, not the same thing. I wish Rikishi was there just to run to the ring and check on his kids. And
Rikishi ain't gonna run to no ring, motherfucker.
He's not that big anymore.
I know, but he's still not gonna run to the ring. He's older now. Man. Fuck out of here.
Well, not run. Like, he still got to go check on his kids. Yeah, but yeah, it was very Beige Panther. So, like, that whole Beige Panther. Not Black Panther. Yes, instead of Black Panther.
Oh, go fuck yourself. We can move on. All right, motherfucker.
It took you long enough.
Like, I was just like, what the fuck is Beige Panther? I thought about it. I was like, oh, this fucking guy.
That's what it was. It was cousin versus cousin.
Yeah. And
then the family is there. Come on. It was very Beige Panther.
It was. But I enjoyed the match for what it was.
I enjoyed
everything else. I don't really feel like talking about. I mean, the Sasha Banks and Bayley match was pretty good overall.
I really hope she keeps it for more than a month, than a week.
Like, at least defend it once. Cause
like, you just took this.
You winning it to lose it is like,
it's over. It's over. Like this. Like, you have 5 and this chick has 10. And Bayley has a whole year and she has 180 days. Becky has
fucking. What do you mean 180 days? Fucking. She has over a year. 380 days. 80,
yeah. She has. Yeah.
Max.
You see where I was at. Whatever.
I know.
She has 380 days. Becky has a year, and she's the first woman
double champ. Exactly.
Double champ. What are you?
You're a 6-time. What? 6-time or 5-time? 6-time technically. Yeah. 6-time champion, but you never can defend your shit. Defend it, please. And you know what? Yeah. It's not even her fault.
It's not.
Writers,
but at the same time,
for fuck's sake, let her hold on to her fucking title for more than a month. Yeah. Let her defend it once. But whatever.
It just needs, like, if there's any credence to the 4 horsewoman.
Yeah, this is the time to do it.
This is the time to make sure there's credence to every one of the 4 members.
Exactly.
This is her time, and yes, cool. She is the first women's tag team champion in how long with Bayley, but at the same time, is she the first, or was that the Iconics?
Iconics.
See, whatever. She needs something. She needs a good enough stat, and she needs
I'm gonna say first minority tag team woman, but
this
theoretically, yes, it's true. But
because Bayley is she's Hispanic.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God, you can tell she's Hispanic. Moving on.
So the Miz gets the Money in the Bank. Good, because he needs to be in the title picture. Period. And we've been saying this for a long time. And hopefully he goes and takes that shit from Randy Orton. I don't want him to go for the Universal Championship against Roman Reigns because he's going to lose that. But I would rather him be the champion on Raw. No, I would rather him be the champion on Raw. It's that simple.
It honestly makes sense because it's the longer show. I wouldn't say the better show, but it's his, wherever he goes, it's his show.
Exactly. So
SmackDown already has the Shield minus Dean. So yeah.
Yeah, and with Randy Orton being the champion now, it opens up that we might see Edge at the Survivor Series or
Royal Rumble or maybe WrestleMania.
And then maybe, it goes on to WrestleMania and then ka-ching, motherfuckers, and The Miz steals it. And
I don't see them doing that.
I want them to do it. It should. We should. But
I don't see them. I don't see them having Edge come back and they have a match and Edge loses. I see Edge with
Edge won't lose. Edge will win the title, but then lose to The Miz right after.
That should have happened last night.
No. It should have. It could have. But no. They're going to want that Edge and Randy Orton thing at least until Royal Rumble. Possibly. Otherwise, Edge will come back at the Royal Rumble.
I would want, I honestly would want Miz to cash in at Mania.
I want him to cash in at Mania too. It just depends who's going up against. It's either going to be Randy Orton.
As long as he wins, I don't care. Maybe even a 3-way. As long as he wins, I don't care. That's just how I feel about the Miz. Fuck everybody else.
But yeah, that was pretty much Hell in a Cell. Nothing else really to talk about.
WWE signs Ben Carter, who had 2 nights on AEW shows. He was on Dark. He was on Late Night Dynamite, which was on after the playoffs. So that's dope.
Playoffs. Not continue.
Okay, not Ray Allen, other Allen. Iverson. Serpentico got signed by AEW recently, so that's great. But back to Brock Lesnar he's a DLC in the UFC 4.
Motherfucker, I forgot to download the demo. It was only if you downloaded the demo this weekend. Yeah, it's not like I was gonna buy it anyway, but
you don't know that.
I could have bought it like Black Friday. It probably might have been like $30 by then. So fuck or whatever. I don't care about Brock Lesnar that much anymore.
Yeah, that's how I feel too.
What else you got, bitch?
WWE locations are being investigated for Florida hotspot research.
COVID.
So that's the Performance Center, the Performance Center, NXT Full Sail University's location, which is the live venue, and the Amway Center. So those 3 locations, and it's between they're not only just doing sport.
They said they weren't testing for a while, right? Fucking dumbasses.
For the beginning, they were not testing.
$1 billion company. Y'all motherfuckers can't do the basic shit for your people.
Yeah. And
I love WWE. They do nothing wrong. No, motherfuckers.
AEW is not in the part of. They're not involved in that because they've been doing testing.
No, they've been doing testing all the time.
And they went from doing it first they were at Daly's place, and then they went to I think Georgia, wherever Cody has his Nightmare Factory at. So that wasn't on their ground. That wasn't in Florida, so they're
but either way, they've been conducting testing correctly as they should have been the whole time. So that's why WWE's in fucking mess because of all that stuff, and that's why you have investigations and shit. And AEW, not so much. And if there is somebody that tests positive, guess what? You'll know if they test positive. Because AEW would be like, yeah, he tested positive and he's out for a while. That's what they do.
And I don't think anyone actually tested positive in AEW. I think what happened was everybody was just like, oh, I've been around some people.
So
and
let me just go get tested just in case. Exactly.
Yeah, but I'm not coming to work because I feel like I don't feel that well, or
and I don't want to put everybody at risk either. So,
yeah, like the whole Moxley and Renee thing. Like she tested positive, and Mox is like, this is the situation.
Yep.
And
I'm not coming in.
They decided to he decided to either not come, or Tony said, you're not coming. Whatever the decision.
Go get tested and just check it out. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, like that's all. That's it.
And that should go for any type of job in the fucking world. Like, don't if you're feeling sick, just go get tested. It might be a cold. It might be a regular cold. You don't know. Yeah. It might be whatever. It might be just allergies. But guess what? Just go get tested anyway.
Yeah, that's honestly the thing with WWE, WWE and AEW's women roster. They're pushing certain people at a certain time where it's just like, nah, push multiple people at the same time because you don't know what's gonna happen. Like Abaddon, like Chris Statlander, she was getting a push. She got injured. Abaddon's getting a push, but she just got injured. You don't know how long you're gonna lose her for. Like people getting sick in WWE, like they were not prepared for Roman to say no.
Yeah.
They were not prepared for Roman to say no. And they were scrambling. They made it work, but they were scrambling. And they have a huge fucking roster. Say that again?
That shit didn't work.
Retribution. It did not.
What else you got? What other news? Come on, quick hits. We got like about a couple minutes.
Ring of Honor wants Deonna Purrazzo, which is great. She's also she was champion in Impact. She just lost at Bound for Glory, which we didn't get a chance to talk about, but we will.
You better hurry up.
Bang, 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 bang. So yeah, let's get to Impact because I have one more thing to talk about for that anyway. Bound for Glory. The first match was the 6-way intergender scramble match. It was Rojit Raju, who was the champion. He defeated Chris Bay, Jordan Grace, TJP, Trey Miguel, and Willie Mack. And he retained his title in a 6-way. Yeah, I was not expecting him to retain, but guy's dope. There was a 20-wrestler intergender Courier shot gauntlet match. So basically, whoever wins can have a title for their choice. It's pretty much a battle royal, but called the gauntlet. So whatever. What is that? A peppermint patty?
Yeah,
I hate you. I haven't had one forever. So yeah, it was intergender. We had Rhino in there. We had
you had 20 people. Don't go.
No, I'm not going to talk. I'm not talking about everybody. We had Heath Slater. We had Brian Myers. We had a lot of people in there. With Kiara Hogan was in there. She did her thing. Tennille Dashwood was in there, but Rhino actually won. And since Rhino won, he gets a title, not a title. He gets a contract, a full-time contract for Heath Slater, his best friend who has kids. Yes, that storyline is going across brands.
Okay, let's keep going.
We also had Moose versus EC3 and some kind of weird cultish produced match in the ring, in an empty arena, whatever. Moose won to control his own narrative. That's what he said. Ken Shamrock defeated Eddie Edwards. Ken Shamrock was backed by Sami Callihan. That feud is still going with Eddie Edwards and his bat not his bat, but Sami Callihan's bat. Ken Shamrock just got inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Congratulations.
So you know he was going to win. It was a good win. It was a good win. The induction speech was good. It was great. And then the build-up was great because they had Mick Foley, Bret Hart, and The Rock do videos for that. So, cool. yeah. It's really great. Ken Shamrock is still a legend out here. It's just he's in the wrong spot, but we can't say that. There was a 4-way tag team match for the Impact World titles. The North defeated the Machine. Shut up. The Norm defeated the Motor City Machine Guns, who were actually the champions, and the Good Brothers, who's Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson, and also Ace Austin and Fulton. Good match, long match. After that, we had Su Yung defeat Deonna Purrazzo
for the championship.
Yes, for the Impact World Champion. After that match, they actually announced that they're going to have the Impact Tag Team Championships.
For women?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's happening. That's coming in January. After that, Su Young's boo, her bae, Rich Swann, defeated Eric Young for the Impact World Championship title.
Oh, a couple champions, great.
Yeah. So I'm happy for them. That's dope. I did not expect Rich Swann to win against not EC3, Eric Young, but yeah, why not? Why not? They're a little bit ahead of the curve when it comes to Black champions. Yeah, because I said, like I talk about all the time, NWA champion, TNA NWA champion, R-Truth.
Yeah.
He doesn't get that respect. They don't say his name as much as a champion as they should start, but they don't do it. And other Impact news, last Impact news, Daga, who is Tessa Blanchard's husband, has been released from Impact Wrestling.
Oh, no.
I knew it was going to be that. But yeah, that's what happened. That is Impact. And last bit of news, Marty Scurll and Dan Moff has been removed from Ring of Honor site roster.
Makes sense with everything going on. So yeah,
but it's kind of late though. Like that.
Yeah, it is. But
they got called out in like
Ring of Honor. So
they're late with everything. Honestly,
exactly. So I'm not surprised. Yeah, I mean. Okay.
And that is it. Unless you if you want to talk about Glow
Nope. We are out of time because I don't know.
Last thing about Glow.
I really don't know how much time this shit has left on it.
30 seconds. Less than 30 seconds.
Hurry the fuck up.
Shut up. All of the ethnic women of Glow, the actors, asked for better representation in the show. And Impact
comes back.
Before when they was on track to come back, they asked for it. And they said yeah, whatever. And Netflix just decided to cancel the show while in production with at least 4 episodes.
Stupid. Well,
so that's a whole
we need
thing.
Glow back. Save Glow. # Save Glow on Twitter. Or just do a fucking movie. That's it. All we need is a movie. But at the end of the day,
still a Netflix thing. But yeah,
watch show.
Should be good.
Support the show, and but yeah, that's the end of the episode. Thanks for watching. You can follow us on social media, Twitter @Pokes and Chokes. Myself _ Mr. Alex 25 _ guy rubbing on his city
NU _ KEWLA.
Facebook.com/Pokes and Chokes. On Instagram @PokesChokes Podcast. Listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and Transistor FM. We're not on Tidal because I don't know how to do podcasts. And yeah, Redbubble, Threadless, Teespring will be up soon now that we finally got samples, as you can see. He's showing you his titties. Drink up for this motherfucker. Anyways, that being said, end of the episode. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you guys next week. Peace out.
Peace.
And much love.
Yes.